Hey man. Well, sorry. As I told you, I'm gonna try and give you a, I hope so, clear image about what it means to be in time with a drum track when you discuss about a phrase and keeping a rhythm and transforming it into a groove. Because, as I told you, your compositions are greatly damaged because of the fact that you are not at all friends with timing. You have nice phrases, interesting ideas, but they lose because of the fact that they're not being played on time, in time actually, with the backing track. Okay? So, I'm going to use the track that you send me, and I'm going to play a simple phrase over it. I'm going to play it slow, and then I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it fast first, and then I'm going to place the track into a little software called the Amazing Slowdowner, and I'm going to play it slow, so that I'm going to demonstrate the fact that regardless of the tempo at which you're playing, your groove has to stay the same. It can be faster, it can be lower, it doesn't really matter, but it has to stick to the actual drum groove and be complementary. Okay, so without further ado, let's hear the little groove. Okay, so that was fast. See, I tried to keep a balance in things. Everything was tight and it fit well with the drum group. Now, I can play this against the metronome as well. 2, 3, 4. See, I'm not off. In your recordings, things are generally too rushed. You tend to go faster than the drums, and things are not into place. Usually you must practice everything that you create with the metronome. And of course, one of my questions towards you would be, do you know things about rhythmic subdivisions? I mean, for instance, if you have a, let's say a tempo of 80 beats per minute, and the metronome plays quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have a, let's say the A note here, you play quarter notes, right? 4. Okay, so these were quarter notes. Now I'm going to want to play 8 notes, so 2 notes for each beat. 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Now. Sorry. Right. See, 2 notes for each beat. And now if I want to play 16 notes, I'm going to play 4 notes over each beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I'm going to combine them and play a quarter note, 2 eighth notes, 4 16th notes, and again two eighth notes over each beat of the same bar. So on beat 1 I'm going to play a quarter note, on beat 2 I'm going to play 2 eighth notes, on beat 3 I'm going to play 4 16th notes, and on beat 4 I'm going to play 2 eighth notes again. So this could sound free, it would sound something like. Okay, now against the metronome. 3 4. One, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. See, exactly as I said. 1 note, then 2 notes, then 4 notes, and then 2 notes again. Each beat gets its own rhythmic subdivision. This is how you have to learn how to think in terms of both notes being played in both rests, because these note durations can also be rests. You know, you can think in terms of rests, of course. These are the actual building blocks of rhythm. You have to know these and understand them in order to be able to keep track of what you play, because your ears tell you something, but when you get to play, because you don't know how long a note should last, you're always being subjected to not being able to keep a steady groove, because you don't have the actual, your brain does not compute how long that note or that rest should hold, okay? And that's why you should first get acquainted with these and then move on to trying to implement them in your music, or pick up your music and try to figure all the subdivisions, the rhythm subdivisions in your music and the rests, the note duration, and try to understand them. And that's why you should practice against a metronome. Everything that you create must be practiced against a metronome, because I, for one, can play everything that I know from speeds varying to, I don't know, 30 or 40%, depending on the beats per minute at which I have created a certain riff or lick, varying to, I don't know, whatever speed my hands allow me to perform that particular piece. But lowering the speed does not alter my perception about that certain phrase. I can always be in groove, in time. Okay? So, I'm gonna lower the tempo at about 70% with your track and try to play that thing that I invented again, so that you may see that I'm gonna hold a groove regardless of the fact that the piece is slower. 2 3. And basically, if I'm improvising around here, I'm going to find something that fits both musically and both rhythmically. I don't know, I just noodled around without any particular thoughts in my mind. Just wanted to stray a little bit into some lead playing, I don't know. But anyway, hopefully you got the idea, and if you want to develop this discussion, please write me, and I'll try my best to help you become a better rhythm player, because a good rhythm player has all the chances in the world of becoming a good lead player, but vice versa. It's not possible to become a good lead player without having no knowledge and no understanding about rhythm. It's impossible. Cheers, man.